TB back with you again at TB's cabin. That right there is going to be my new machete forge when I get done working it over. I've got the air holes drilled pretty much. Might have to add a few more, but I think it'll work like that. And I'm going to get some fire brick put down on the bottom of it, and it should last a long time. It shouldn't burn the bottom out. All it is half of a hot water heater, and I put some foldable table legs underneath and welded that to it. And all I got to do now, I've got the blower. I'm going to building the blower inside. I need to, on this end, I'm going to have to add a little bit of pipe out here to where I want it. But I think it'll be pretty good shape. Let's see if we're recording. Yeah, I think we are. How about that? I'm sweating. All right, we're going to go in and continue the battle on fixing the handle for a machete for splitting wood. I do like my machete for splitting wood. As you saw, it'll go right through hard wood, twisted, knotted, or whatever. It will, and it can be done. I would like to have a full. The only difference is the next one I build, if I build another machete, I want to make it out of a full 1/4-inch steel instead of 3/8. I mean, instead of, yeah, I guess you'd say 3/8, 3/16 rather, on my machete there. But it's been a good one, and it splits good. I'm happy with it. It's just, I think a full 1/4-inch would probably be better. A little heavier on the steel, and put more of a bolo type, end on it than what we got on this one. This one's got some bolo, but not much. It's just the way the lawnmower blade was made. But I'd like to have a machete in a full 1/4-inch. Well, this would have a larger bolo here for splitting wood. But this one's not bad. It works pretty good. I'm not knocking the first one I made all that bad. It's I'm just saying there's room for improvement on anything. But also, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But this was broken. The handle was. I'll show you the handle. In fact, I probably did show you part of it. Part of it's in the floor. Whenever you beat on so many, splitting on so much wood and brush and debris with something like I do around this place, that you're liable to break the handle. And I did. So here I am, reconstructing a new one. Got a rastus down, a rastus. I'm going to see which end I want to use for my knife. I think we're going to use this because it's thicker here, across here at the bottom. We're going to bring it down on both sides till we get it right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this in the vise where I can handle all that plastic vise. It comes apart over here sometimes. You have to kind of get started. It needs to be greased. It's my fault. I greased it. And kind of push on that and keep it together. It clamps down good, but running out, it'll separate on the handle. You can run your whole darn threads out of it. It's a chore getting this piece here back in there. Let me see here. Yeah, I want this end down here, I think. Which end do you want? Both of them look rather rough. We're going to have to saw it off, of course, make it what we want, but I think this will be enough. I want to try to make a solid handle like I did on the brother-in-law's knife, where it's one piece instead of two pieces. Like this one, like my... See, mine's 2-piece on this handle, and so was my machete. It's got one for each side, and of course it left a gap here at the teardrop. And down there where you see, that's on my knife. Left a little gap there, no big deal, it works. But it's just a different style, You can use them single, like that, single-sided, or you can make them, one solid piece by drilling out the center, and that's what I'm going to do here. It's going to take some work to give me a decent handle. But I want a solid, good handle put on this machete, because this machete takes a pounding and keeps on ticking. It's been a bad machete. Does the job. I can split wood with it. I've split lots and lots of wood out there with that thing. Off that hickory. I made a lot of hickory cook wood out of it, and we're working with hickory yet. And some of this scrap that's left over here will go in the smoker or in the stove. You know, that's no good for nothing else. Now I'm about to get my rasp out and show you what a raspage does. And it's going to take a bit of working down because I want both. I want the whole thing to be uniformed as one piece. This end's kind of crooked. With a heck of a bow out on it though. What's the other one like? The other one's better, I think. Well, it's hard to tell. You just got to really look your wood over. Try to get the flattest pieces you can and the straightest, because what you're going to do, this is building a handle for your machete. Just demonstrating how I do it. It's still too green, really, this wood is, to put on the handle. That's why most times when you're making with somebody else, I'd have to buy wood, because this stuff here will dry and crack if you don't cure it good. So what I'll have to do to get it cured good, I'll have to take it back out and put it in my smoker. And I'll sit there and smoke cure for several hours until it's cured. Let it dry. All this has got to come off. And oh yeah, while we're on the hair here, I was going to show you what I'm going to use for a blower for that smoker out there. Since we're in here talking about different things, might as well demonstrate that. This right here is a fan. I'm going to change this fan and make it smaller so to fit inside of a 4-inch PVC pipe. Then I'm going to reduce it down to 3-inch out there away from it, so that the short distance, maybe it's something like that from the forge. We get over here where you can see, you know, maybe 12, 18 inches to maybe 2 foot from the forge, and put a smaller fan on this, and put the 4-inch pipe over the fan blade. But I'll have to change this fan, and this fan right here will make a nice blower for my forge, and I just plug it in and plug it in and out, because it won't have a switch in it. Well, I could put this kind of switch here on it, be easy enough. Get me one of the strips, plug it in, then I can turn it off and on by this strip that's got a switch on, the whole switch. You can shut it off just by pushing the button and turn off the light. Turn the light back on. See, that's what I'm talking about. You can do it that way, or you can put it to a switch, or you can turn it off and on with a switch if you want to. But it's just easy to reach out to unplug it. What I'm doing with the blower. Now I'm making another mess in my kitchen floor. I better make sure this is tight so it don't whop the thread out of me. This is what's holding it to the table with, and that welding clamp right there. Bi-strip with a C-clamp welded in. My Uncle Jim Thompson, he made that years ago welding. He had probably several of them, I don't doubt, when he was welding. That was one of them he gave it, the last one he had anyway, when he quit welding. He don't weld anymore because, well, he's up in years, 70-some years old. He don't even have any welding equipment anymore. I don't even think he feels like it or has the desire to fool welding now. He's been a carpenter, you know, the last few years of his life, but he's been doing that. Now he's retired completely because of his health. I won't get into specifics, but like most of us, we get the cancer. And whenever we do, it's either cancer or heart trouble or both. High blood pressure runs in the family. All that stuff kills us. Take the toll on us, especially the older we get. And still, I wish I had an old buzzsaw I had up north. I had a buzzsaw run off the tractor PTO off of it from H farm oil